Hey everyone, and today we start a new section about accumulation, distribution, reaccumulation, and redistribution. And right away from the start, I want to tell you that you will see a lot of examples of these concepts applied in live markets, in backtesting, when you will go further through the course. And I wanted just to ask you, don't try to overcomplicate it. So the way the system is laid out to you already includes accumulation and distribution concepts, so you kind of don't even need to know them. But if you know them and see them better, then you can be more confident in the markets because you understand how it all works. So this section will introduce you to these concepts, and then later you will deepen your understanding. So what is accumulation and distribution? It all comes from teachings of Wyckoff, and of course I understand that some of you might have heard about him, but we are not using his concepts as they are. We are just using some parts of them to better understand the nature of the market moves. Because if we think about the nature of how the market moves, in its simplest form, it does not move from this bottom point to this high point in one push. And the same way, it does not reverse like this. It can look sometimes on some time frames, but essentially what is happening always in the markets is that the markets are undergoing some accumulation. So again, it's the simplest form that I will draw it, just a pure schematic. Then just some markup or markdown and distribution to go down. So it's like the simplest form of what is going on. However, in real condition, you will not see the same way, like you can see this kind of trends or this kind of channels. The same way you can see this kind of accumulation. Real accumulations, they happen like this. So there could be some downtrend, and then accumulation starts. So it can start with a double bottom, let's say. And now, weak side, we'll see this double bottom and we'll start to buy like crazy. So what we have here is sell side liquidity, sell stops. And again, remember when we discussed in supply and demand section that it can be useful to see the market from the standpoint of a composite man. So yeah, like a composite operator that knows everything about the market, that is moving the market, and he will manipulate the participants of the market and use their liquidity then for its advantage. So in real accumulations, you will see liquidation of these first lows, and then maybe even a break to the upside. So now after this happens, like weak side again sees this break. So this is a first break, or maybe these two first breaks, and a lot of liquidity comes in the market with these stops. And then we can see some kind of a sprint, and then the start of this last phase of accumulation, and then some markup. So real accumulation will always look like some kind of lows being generated and taken out in the market. So accumulation is a huge manipulation of market participants, and in this way the market can stay efficient. And of course, you can see something like this in distribution. So a high, or maybe some kind of equal highs, then they become liquidated, then maybe some breaks to the downside, and then this UTAT or whatsoever, and we can go down. And our task, if we want to play in accumulations and distribution, is try to spot it in the zones from higher time frames and enter the best places for entries will be in the latest parts of accumulation, and so on. So yeah, so for now it's just an intro, and I will show you how you can use accumulation and distribution from the standpoint of context. So, and right now I want to tell you right away about the main mistakes and main variations about accumulation and distribution, which are reaccumulations and redistribution, and this will bring us into the next video.